Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? Percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to a trigger episode. If I ain't saying, I'm just saying with the rock with me. Welcome to a woke. See this? You can really call this one woke. Woke is that word. Woke is actually going to apply in this video. It is. Yeah. Welcome to a woke triggered or a trigger woke episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with Rock Nation. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We got Grand Madam Tarot in here, Groovy Fee in the building. I got on this red hoodie. DC's Rock with Me Nation moderator in the building. I got on this red hoodie. It's symbolic. You just go with me. And it's got holes in it. It's symbolic. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. This is your first time pulling up. Hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Hit the share button, go ahead and subscribe. We prone to do videos like this and everything like that. You like content like that? I'm starting to get the feeling that y'all prefer commentary along with comic book reviews, but definitely commentary. So make sure you hit that button. If you are already subscribed, go back and make sure you subscribe because YouTube be tripping. And we running the 1300. That's the whole thing. We running the 1300. We ain't walking. I like to look at it like this. Black representation comic book channel on YouTube. I don't think nobody bringing the energy like Theo bringing. I'm sorry. I ain't even got no music playing in the background. I don't think nobody bringing the energy like me. That said, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the thumbnail. Now, I'm not asking you to care. This is a safe space. It is. You still might get triggered. This is a safe space. I'm not looking for you to care about what I'm getting ready to say. I'm not. That's not a prerequisite. Because the way I feel, you either gonna fall in two camps, because it ain't like you don't see it. You either gonna fall into the camp that don't give two damns, and that's perfectly fine, or you gonna fall into the camp that's like, yeah, man, I'm sick and tired of that. It's one or two, because you see the same damn thing I see. What you would like to think is that I'm not reading like you read, and that would be where the mistake is at. That would be where the mistake. I really don't believe we give Black comic book readers their due respect. I don't. I don't even think Black people give Black comic book readers their due respect. Like if you Black, you don't know what you're talking about. There's somebody else always going to know more than you do if you're a Black comic book reader. That's the general perception. That ain't what this video about though. It's just an acknowledgement. Mr. Ray Smith has been reading comic books longer than I have. My brother D-Real, Daryl, has been reading comic books longer than I have. Grand Madam Tarot has been reading comic books longer than I have. And so you read it, you read it. You ain't. We saw the stuff where they took away Diana Prince's Wonder Woman powers and everything like that and tried to make her a diplomat in Washington, D.C. And nobody gave two damns about that. We did. We were like, if y'all don't give Diana back her Amazonian powers, we're not finna check for this. And we was what, kids then? Kids checking for the Amazonian princess. Yeah, we even had Nubia way back then. You remember when Nubia had on the blue and yellow costume? Remember that? Way back then. Hostess fruit pies was what we used to hang our hat on back then. Well, if you ever laughed at some of the words I use, just be like, damn, why would you use that word? It's because I read a lot. I read a lot. I like to read. I like to read. I think it was Denzel Washington say, if you don't read the news, you're uninformed. And if you do read the news, you're misinformed. I like to read. I like to read. Now, I don't believe I'm the only Black person. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not the only Black person that likes to read. Y'all just stay with me. I'm trying to set the tone here and everything like that. I wasn't raised to be a racist. I was raised to be proud in who I am. I was raised to honor my women. right? Mom, auntie, grandmother, and everything like that. I was raised to carry my head high as a black man. I was. My grandfather, no one in my household, because I was raised by my grandparents after my mom passed away. Nobody in the household used the word B or N. So I never saw myself. Nobody in my home identified themselves as an N word or B word. So I could be black. That I could. I could be black. I could be colored. I could be a Negro, even though, as James Baldwin would tell you, I'm not your Negro. But I can never be the N word. I can never be the B word. I never saw myself as that. I never saw myself as that. I always saw value in myself. And I understood that the world that we live in ain't just about me. It's other folks out here. Other folks. Bruce Lee was not me. I like Bruce Lee. I like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, not me. I like Bruce Lee. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris was not me. I like Chuck Norris. Eric Estrada. Frank Poncherello was not me. But I like him though. I like him. Carl Weathers. I just don't think we got enough Action Jackson, is what I'm gonna tell you. Shout out to the late great Carl Weathers and everything like that. But we read comic books. We read comic books, and you grew up like I did growing up. You saw some stuff back then. Yeah, it was Peter Parker. Yeah, you had Thor. Yeah, you had Hulk. Oh, damn. There's a black dude under that mask. That's me. Oh, damn. So I could be a Green Lantern too? Boy, stop the man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm in the hood as a superhero, ghetto, if you will, social worker. Oh, Olympic level athlete. Oh, man, I'm in there. Wait a minute. You say my queen, she from Africa, vixen, something like that. She take on the abilities of animals and stuff. Okay. And I got the Amazonian. I got somebody that's just like Diana. Not less. I ain't seeing her like I'm seeing Diana. I ain't. But you're not telling me she less than Diana. You just telling me that's Diana's black sister. Say less. I'm in it to win. I'm feeling good. I ain't really getting it though. Hitting and missing. T'Challa over there. You know, he in Jungle Action. That don't say Black Panther. Featuring Black Panther. Over there in the Avengers. Over there in the Fantastic Four. I got Sam Wilson, Snap Wilson, Sam Wilson, Red Skull, no Red Skull. Aryan ability, non-Aryan ability. And I'm talking about bird abilities and everything like that. Pick one. Showing up, his name the Falcon. He can't fly. I don't know why. They can't make up their mind whether or not he got a psychic connection to birds or he doesn't, even though clearly in the latest Captain America Sam Wilson comic book, Buddy is still got this connection with birds. Just say he got it. You don't want to call him a mutant. I don't know why. You call everybody else a damn mutant. Why he can't be a damn mutant? There's too much retconning. And I got Luke Cage pulling up on Victor Von Doom for about $50. Beating his behind. This Luke Cage back in the day. Pulling up by his bread. I don't think anybody has ever accused Victor Von Doom of being a street level villain. Anyway, Luke then pulled up in Liberia and then put hands on this dude by $50. You ever see Luke Cage get that treatment? Or is it always street level? It's street level. We ain't even got to have that conversation because I read Gang. I did not just read it. I bought it. Luke Cage, Gang War. Did y'all read that? Aside from it having Luke Cage in it, did y'all feel good about it? Because I read that story. Danny showed up in it. What for? Cloak and Dagger showed up in it. What for? His wife showed up in it. What for? It ain't like we got a formation of a new team called the Heroes for Hire out of that comic. It ain't like we set Luke up to be in his own solo series going forward. No, we was done. The artwork was If you read the comic, you know what the artwork was. If you read the comic, you know what the artwork was. If you read the comic, you know what the storyline was. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed. Then you had the Night Thrasher. And the reason why I'm throwing these names out here, because I know some folks are going to throw them. Well, you got a comic book. Did you read it? Did you read it? Because I read it. And I ain't trying to be funny, but damn, I ain't even want it like that. Like if you weren't gonna put your back into it, I'd just let it just stay right there. Because there's nothing monumental that happened in regards to Luke Cage in that story. Okay, with Night Thrasher. You mean the story where I got Rage coming back as the OG? You talking about the story where Rage got on damn near the same costume that Luke's new costume looked like that? You talking about that? I be trying to stall Marvel out, but I read that series. So if you read Luke Cage Gang War and you read Night Thrasher, you wasn't impressed. You weren't. You weren't. If somebody want to say, well, we gave y'all a story, that's all they can say. That's all they can say is we gave you something. They can't say they put their up into it. They just gonna say, well, we gave you something. Okay. Y'all reading comics? Y'all read comics, I read comics. You read comics, I read comics. Y'all been collecting comics consistently for the past 3-4 years? I have. Marvel comics, because you got excited. You read X-Men, and I believe that's where it all started. We got excited because low-key, we X-Men fans. We got excited when we saw the Age of Krakoa, and we were like, oh, there go Roberto. There go Everett. There go Darwin. Like you excited. You seeing some stuff. There go Bishop. And then they tell you they got the protocols where they can bring folks back from the deceased. I don't know what's going on with Shard, but we was like, okay, all right. And then you had Apocalypse come. And he said, man, my whole family over there in Morocco, and we all know in Sabanur is a brother. So you got some children over here? There was so much chocolate going on with the Age of Krakoa. I ain't know what to do. It was so much chocolate going on. It was chocolate all over the place. All over the place. Chocolate, 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 chocolate. You couldn't go nowhere during the Age of Krakoa and not run up on no chocolate. You could. You absolutely could. But now what was going on while we had the Age of Krakoa? Because I can sit back and think about this because that's the X-Men editor saying I'm gonna represent some chocolate. But I was buying other comic books at that time. You probably were too. You were probably buying other Marvel comic books at the time. Okay, let's play. Sam Wilson have a comic book? He did. What do they call it? Symbol of Truth? What did Sam do in that story? You know how we talk about characters having defining story arcs and everything like that? Was that a defining story arc for Sam? Who showed up in that comic book that made it worth a damn? Hunter. Well, how I like Hunter, but how relevant is Hunter? Because it ain't like we see him like that. Hunter ain't no world-class villain. Hunter can't do a damn thing to elevate Sam. He can't. Hunter cannot do a damn thing to elevate Sam's credibility as a hero because we don't see Hunter. Now, had he taken on the Red Skull, Dr. Doom, let's see here, Hydra Cap, MODOK. Give Sam a villain that you, Marvel, have made sure is worth a damn. But you ain't treated Hunter like he's a relevant character. And then you put T'Challa in there. Mind you, Hunter and T'Challa are brothers. So Sam literally got into a fight with two brothers. One of those brothers who, by the way, is responsible for him flying. Like, at no point in time could they chop that damn thing up. Is that proper storytelling? Is that proper storytelling? Am I really thinking about elevating Sam to the upper echelon as an A-list character with basically, and like I said, I like Hunter, with essentially what amounts to a C or D-list villain? A hero is only as good as the villains they go up against. I'm sorry. Okay, well, what relevance did it make to have Sam fight T'Challa? Mind you, this is when T'Challa, if I'm not mistaken, it was either during Dr. Eve Ewing's run or it was during JR's run. But why Sam and T'Challa fighting? Can we really say we got enough black heroes being featured for them to be committing what is essentially black on black crime? Like, I would think that because it ain't that many of them, they would want to work together before they put hands on each other. But putting the hands on each other, isn't that playing out right now in NYX? I really think that's what set Ernie off. And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all I was going to stop. I told y'all I was going to stop. I had stopped collecting NYX, and I told y'all why. Because that nonsense, one, Prodigy was the last mutant featured in that team comic book. I told y'all that, right? Then I told y'all they had him on the cover where he literally looked like he was being hung, right? Then they tripled down on it and had him fighting Sync in a death match. Yeah. What about that supposed to make me feel good? Like, as a black comic book reader, what about that was supposed to make me feel good? Like, endear me to wanting to not only keep collecting NYX, but fall in love with Prodigy and Sync. Speaking of falling in love with characters, because Tom Brevoort made that statement. I throw a flag on the play, is what it is. Like I said, you might not care, but you see what I see. What I'm saying, you might not give two damns, but you can't say you don't see it. You either gonna fall in one or two camps. You either gonna fall into the camp that does not care, or you're gonna fall into the camp and say, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Well, Tom Brevoort said something about non-viability. He said that. And then I know there was a couple where you don't really want to force these writers to use characters they don't want to use. So you got established characters like Roberto DaCosta, you got Sync sitting out there, you got Darwin sitting out there, you got Maggot sitting out there and everything like that. You got Prodigy sitting out there, you got Bishop sitting out there and everything like that. You got Gentle sitting out there and everything like that. Temper. That's crazy. Temper. Now, Temper is a black character, but she's fairly new. She's fairly new. But now, if I ask the question, you want to use Temper. Well, I'm sorry. What about Tempo? You know, that's an established character. Go all the way back. Probably already got fans because she started off as an ally with Magneto, Eric Lenshear. But what about that character right there that's sitting right there? And mind you, if you black, the only time she really got some shine, if we gonna call it that, was in Bishop War College. That's it. So what does it say about you as a writer where, because honestly, I'm a writer. It's way easier to write a brand new character than it is to write an established character. It is. You're not challenging yourself by writing a brand new character. You're not challenging yourself by writing a character that literally has nothing, no history to it. You're not. It's easy as pie. But great writers, though, great writers know how to take already established characters and continue their legacy, continue their story. Why is it that we seem to be struggling with that in regards to black characters, whether the writer is black or not? Theo, what you mean? Well, I get it. I understand it. I'm not knocking it. Let's say you have an affinity for members of the LGBTQ plus. Get it. Understood. I wrote a comic book where I had a member of the LGBTQ plus along with a white character, along with a black heterosexual female and black heterosexual male character. The member of the LGBTQ plus, that was a black lesbian. Look at that. And I ain't in the comic book industry. Well, not officially. But you see how that go? You see how easy that is? Because what do we have going on in what it's sensational X-Men, exceptional X-Men? What we got going on over there? Yeah, I know it's a black writer, but I know where her passion lies. I ain't tripping on it. It ain't necessarily me. See, just because you black don't mean you want to write about black. It don't. Just because you white don't mean you want to write about white. Just because you're a man don't mean you want to write about a woman. Just because you're a woman don't mean you want to write about a man. You probably need to holler at somebody though. You probably need to holler at somebody. Because what we got going on Rogue's team? Oh, it's a brand new mutant. He black? Oh, my object. He related to Roberto da Costa? Oh, that's great. What about Roberto da Costa, though? So you mean to tell me the person that's writing the X-Men wants to create a brand new character that's related to Roberto da Costa, but use Roberto da Costa? So you mean to tell me, Tom, CB, you don't see the yeah, you do see it. You do see it. You see it. What we got with Eve Ewing with the Photon series and everything, we just broke up Adam Brashear and Monica for no damn. Oh, sorry, he was too old. Meanwhile, Logan. Meanwhile, Thor Odin's son. I don't even want to act like that. And we got editors, but I ain't seen an editor yet at Marvel that look like me. I ain't seen an editor yet at Marvel. I could be wrong. If I am, please let me know. I ain't seen an editor yet at Marvel working there today that looks anything like Dwayne McDuffie, conducts themselves like Dwayne McDuffie. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. With Theo, what I actually want to do this video today, I think we all just need to be honest with each other. I think the editors need to be honest. I think the writers need to be honest. And I think fans need to be honest. Whether you give two damns or not, I think everybody just need to have an honest conversation with each other. Be like, what is going on with this right here? Because can't nobody act like I ain't reading West Coast Avengers. Why is Rhodey there? Mind you, they set it up in the Avengers comic book like Rhodey was going to be playing a significant role. He's not. He's not. So what was the purpose for putting Rhodey? We just want to say we got a black character in the comic book because that's exactly how it's coming across. That it's coming across like empty representation, token representation, not meaningful representation, not impactful representation, not even considerate representation. Well, Theo, what do you mean when you say considerate representation? Sam Wilson, Captain America. Have y'all read that issue? Issue number 1, you read it? I just happen to have some questions. I just happen to have some questions. First of all, that issue hit differently when you actually read it. And I will say to you, while I've looked over it, today was the first day I actually read it. And that comic hits differently when you read it. How so? Well, you know how we talked about T'Challa wasn't there? And we're like, well, how is T'Challa there? How is Miles there, but T'Challa ain't there? Because last time they was kicking it in Wakanda, right? Right. Well, T'Challa and Carol are off handling some business. So every other Avenger there is there essentially, except for Carol and T'Challa. That's awfully damn convenient, ain't it? Because Aurora right there. That's awfully damn convenient, because now I'm like, okay, well, when this happened? Did this happen before the Meridian diadem? Couldn't have been. So this after the Meridian diadem. Okay. Isaiah Bradley, you got him now? The mere fact that you mentioned T'Challa in that comic book, I don't even know why Isaiah's still struggling. With Theo, what do you mean? He shouldn't be going through a damn thing, physically nor mentally, if he predates T'Challa and T'Challa knows about what he's going through. We don't think T'Challa then extended Wakandan courtesy to Isaiah Bradley and cured him of any damn thing he got going on. That's storytelling, though. That's how you interconnect relationships between superheroes and everything like that. It just got a lot. Just got Isaiah sitting there looking crazy. And where's Rashard Lucas at? Because you got him on Disney Plus. That ain't the same character. Rashard Lucas and Elijah, that ain't the same character. They got the same name. They got the same alias, but them two different dudes. Why he wasn't up? Since we got all these stars and stripes and everything like that, why he wasn't up? Now, I get it. Josiah should be showing up at some point in time, I guess, but that comic hit differently when you look at it like that. Because I'm sitting here scratching my head. Oh, so not only is T'Challa MIA in the Avengers when he shouldn't be, he's also MIA in Sam Wilson's comic book when he shouldn't be. And you know what the one constant is? Aurora. So that means, for no reason whatsoever, because those things should not be associated with one another, somebody don't want T'Challa and Aurora interacting, period. Unless we got to do it on Mr. Ayadele's comic book first. That's the first time we're going to see them interacting. But everything else that come before that is literally not going to make no damn sense. That's crazy. That's crazy. Speaking of T'Challa, is it that he's just good enough to be used to hype up everybody else's book? That's crazy. We're going to use the #1 black superhero in comics, period, to hype up everybody else's comic book. But hype up his own book? No. And why y'all got him on the Avengers issue 23? Is issue 23? Why y'all got him on alternate cover of issue 23 when he not in issue 23? You gonna sell that Marvel Comics. You gonna put that out there as an alternate cover for Black History Month, but you can't be bothered to do a Marvel Voices comic for Black History Month. Wow. Let me say that one more time. You're going to use him, his image. You own it, I get it. But you're going to do that, put it on Avengers 23, hoping that folks either don't give two damns he not in it, or don't know he not in it and make a purchase. But what you not gonna do, you didn't think enough to put, I don't know. Jed, what you want me to say? Because I was told to ask you. What you want me to say? I was told to ask you. I don't know what to do with it. shifting gears from T'Challa, why is Bill Foster still dead? What purpose that served? Matter of fact, what purpose did it serve to delete Bill Foster in the first place? Forget who deleted him, because it wasn't Thor, it was just a clone of Thor. But why was that character deleted? How much sense that make? And I don't care if you were editor at Marvel or not. How much sense did that make? How impactful is Bill Foster? What needle did it move to have Thor delete Bill Foster? Because I got Clint Barton. That moved the needle emotionally during Avengers Disassemble, Janet Van Dyne. That moved the needle emotionally. Yeah, it did. Hell, even Scion being deleted with Jonathan Mayberry for Ramunda, that moved the needle emotionally. The only thing we did was when you deleted Bill Foster was ask ourselves, what you do that for? And you still got him gone. What for? Mind you, you thought enough to have him over there in the Disney Plus series. Mind you, you thought enough to put out that whack behind action figure for Bill Foster. But for black people, older black comic book fans, because you really ain't got no giant man running around right now. You don't. You couldn't think enough to bring back a black character going all the way back to the 70s. So you see no value in that character. The way y'all acting, y'all don't see value in any black characters. I know y'all, well, we gave you Storm. Did you though? Did you give us Storm? Because I can make an argument for you. Storm is probably the blackest character you have being written by now, and that's because the brother is from Africa. That's the blackest character you got being written right now. It ain't Sam Wilson. And you ain't got no T'Challa out there. And Blade is being very much written like he was the Wesley Snipes version, which transcends race altogether. But the blackest character you got is Aurora. And how much, angst is there in regards to that character? And do we know why? This is going to be an unfortunate truth. And I'm going to apologize right now. I said I was going to say some stuff that's going to trigger some people. Ain't none of these heroes African. And when I say ain't none of these heroes African, what I mean when I say that is by and large, all of these heroes have been adopted by Black Americans. You got the character later on down the road. Black Americans have already come to see these characters a certain type of way. And let's be clear, there's a difference between the black person that does not see themselves as an N or B word and the black person that does see themselves as an N or B word. And you need to understand, both groups can like Aurora. Both groups can like Aurora. You're not going to know that unless you're right here in America. Yeah. Aurora or OG from New York by way of Kenya, or from Kenya by way of New York. T'Challa is African. Okay, but the perception of these heroes, the fans by and large looking for these heroes and understanding how these heroes are going to be perceived. So you got a different perception in Africa. But see, the comic book company is American. So the perception that the treatment that these characters are going to get, it's not going to be the African treatment. It's going to get the American treatment. And they're going to be seen by and large through American eyes. Yeah, you can be from somewhere else, but you need to understand, if you ain't the boss and you ain't the one running these characters, these characters are going to get treated like American IPs because they're owned by American companies. So you're not going to be always subject to be putting your best foot forward in regards to black character. Theo, what you mean? Well, didn't Reginald Hudlin doesn't he have Black Panther Annual 1 out there? And he got King Solomon Frauds out there? Ain't that low-key the story you've been wanting told? Okay, all right. Jonathan Hickman. And Jonathan Hickman is Jonathan Hickman. What did Jonathan Hickman tell you? Now, mind you, CB Cebulski, you could get off your ass and let y'all not gonna hold back no more. You could get off your ass and let Jonathan Hickman tell the story he want to tell. You could put your bigotries and your prejudices to the side and let Jonathan Hickman tell the story he want to tell. You could, but why couldn't Jonathan Hickman tell that? Jonathan Hickman is Jonathan Hickman. What precluded Jonathan Hickman from telling that story? Why is it Marvel feel like it's okay to say we don't want to feel pressed putting black couples together, but you'll never say you felt pressed to put white couples together? What is that? You'll sit up here and say you got no viable black male characters, but sit around and introduce a brand new damn black male character. I run no characters you said inviable. That don't make no damn sense. You got Anatoly. I don't know who Anoli is, Andy is. I don't know who that character is in NYX. But how that character get more shine than Prodigy, who, by the way, just came off of starring in Dead X-Men. How is that even possible? Sync, who had been on two different X-Men teams. What? Because I don't want folks thinking Sync and Prodigy are average dudes. No, they smart. Smart Prodigy, I don't even want to say. Prodigy was smart before his damn skill, his power set in. Everett ain't dumb. Everett been around for a minute. So I'm asking the question because I'm not understanding. It's not coming across like you can't use them. It's coming across like you deliberately see little to no value in them and you're going to sideline them. T'Challa is the perfect tale of that one because I'm not understanding that. So by and large, I'm just going to go, Aurora that's the blackest superhero we got. Marvel Comics, you're going to say Blade. Blade is a vampire. He crossed all genres. You're going to say, we got 3 black superheroes in the Avengers. I can't tell. Have I seen all 3 of them go out on a mission yet? Have I seen all 3 of them sit down and have a conversation with? No. What I've done is I've seen all 3, especially one, be separated for no damn reason. What's the fear? What's the fear in regards to it? Because it's looking deliberate. You know how you say you don't want to feel pressed? Well, you feel awfully pressed to make sure they stay apart. What's that about? You got Aurora talking to Sam more than you got Misty talking to Sam in his first issue. I ain't saying you got Aurora hollering at him. What I'm saying is you really ain't giving me no indication that Sam and Misty are in a relationship. Because I digress. Where the black child at? How you a comic book company been around as long as you have and you ain't got not one black baby to speak of over there? Meanwhile, DC on kids over here. I'm asking you, CB, with a straight damn face. How in the hell you got your ass sitting over there and I would not want to be outdone by the damn competitor? Or is it that you don't believe you being outdone by the competitor or you don't care? You ain't got no stockholders to answer to? You ain't got no board of directors to answer to? Because y'all losing money. Y'all, the comic book industry ain't making money like it used to, right? Right. Well, you ain't trying to turn it around. You'd rather lose money than put your prize horses out there? I asked the question, why is Luke Cage a street level hero? Luke Cage ain't got no street level abilities. He's never had street level ability. Why you afraid to put him on the Avengers, but why you won't put him on the Avengers and let him go on them Thanos hunts? Take place in them Doctor Doom battles. Get it in with Kane the Conqueror and everything. You know, those Galactus and everything like that. Because what we got? Hold on. Y'all help me out. Y'all like, Theo, no. Because I want to know who. I'm going to put a team together, and y'all just going to have to tell me who running up on it. Y'all, I'm going to put a team together, and y'all just going to have to tell me who. Mind you, I low-key want to say I got the action figures to do this, so I might do this. Y'all tell me who running up on the team right here. I'm going to say, T'Challa running stuff. I'm going to say, it's Black Panther channel. Okay, I'm going to say T'Challa running stuff. All right. I got any writers here? Anybody think they good writing? Any writers? Any writers? Okay, all right. Here's your squad. You got T'Challa. You got Blue Marvel. You got Storm. You got Captain Marvel. You know which one I'm talking about. Don't try me. You already know who I feel like Captain Marvel is. So we got Captain Marvel. So we got Black Panther. We got Blue Marvel. We got Storm. And we got Captain Marvel. And I got Power Man. Stop that. You know who he was called when he first came out. You know who Power Man is. Don't do that. I ain't calling him by Carl Lucas. That ain't what I said. I said Power Man. So you know who I got. So I got 5. Stay with me. I got Sunspot. That's 6. That's 6. I got Jeremiah Drum. That's 7. Because I need some mysticism. Stay with me. Stay with me. I got Tempo. Stay with me. Tempo. Because I want to be able to control some time. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. And I know folks going to underestimate because she a female. Bring me Frenzy. I need that. What that is? 10? What that is? 10? Okay. Stay with me. 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 Stay with me now. Stay with me. Stay with me. Prodigy. Yeah. I need that right there. I need that right there. And Sync. Who running up on that? No, dead ass. Who running up on that? I like my chances with everybody with that squad. I like my chances with everybody with that squad. Everybody. You don't want to smoke with that team. You don't. I'll do it if you want to. Well, run up on that squad. Run up on. See how that go. Who you running up on? Mind you, I'm running the team like, you know how we had the Legion of Superheroes back in the day, and we had the Substitute Legion and everything like that. Well, yeah, that's the A squad. You don't want to know who on the B team. Oh yeah. I got folks coming on the B team. Oh yeah. But that squad, who running up on that squad? We can't do nothing with them heroes. That's crazy. That's crazy. We can't do nothing with that. Oh, that's wild. That's why somebody that can stop time, manipulate time. We can't. That's crazy. Adam Brashear. That's Reed Richards and the Century rolled into one. We can't do that with. Okay, all right. Photon. Have we really developed Photon yet? Yeah, I read Avengers Assembled and everything like that. And you wasted her time and Night Thrasher's time. That was a complete waste of time. That was you just did that comic book just to say we got black characters in that comic book. That ain't do nothing for black representation. I'm sorry. That ain't do nothing for Cap. And if it didn't do nothing for Cap, I know damn good and well it ain't do nothing for nobody else. That was a complete another waste of time. Well, we had 2 black super empty, meaningless representation. I read that, so you can't pull that on nobody's eye. So you can't use none of them characters. Iska, the unbeaten. Shit. Eden Fessy, Manifold. And y'all still ain't paid that off yet. Because I know manifolds don't work in alternate universes. I read that damn Time Runs Out storyline when the Black Sparrow came down and everything. Like, she deleted her damn manifold because it don't work over here. No, yeah, see, I be reading. No, y'all got to do something. I'm going to keep up with these notes. Then I'm going to get on up out of here. But I just like to think ain't none of us crazy. Well, we might be crazy. We ain't stupid. Black Panther, what's going on? D. Steezer, what's going on? Grand Madam is in the building. Yep. That's a question that Kevin Feige needs to come clean about. I've asked myself since they chose to retire to, yep, that's right there. Yeah, this is no recast madness with so-called black comic fans. Some readers and professional writers throwing shade at us is proof of that. Yeah, I'm just going to ask a tough question. The concept was better than the execution. Yeah. Like Daredevil Shadowland years ago, Game War was lacking. It was. I wish Game War took that concept was so far. Listen, it had me looking crazy because us in a Coliseum is more interesting. Hey everyone, about with Cash replay that. All right, Kamoyo. Once again, hey, just to let y'all know, Kamoyo King's wife celebrated her birthday yesterday. We don't want to forget that. We would be remiss if we did so. Kamoyo, tell the missus happy birthday, and we wish her many, many more. Absolutely. Y'all had fun yesterday. Miss Kent, what's going on, Miss Kent? Ex-editorial always has their favorite, and writers have to oblige. But I'm just going to ask some questions. Salute to the tribe. What's going on? I tell them, starting to feel the whole Meridian Dieter thing is just an excuse to sideline to chalk. And I don't want to look at it like that. I don't want to look at it like that, but here's the thing. Okay, let's ask ourselves the question. For it to be meaningful and for it to be impactful, to justify him being gone for 3 issues, well, then it should be where the Meridian Diadem now falls under Wakandan rule because he's the one running it. But now, if all we get is he just popped back up, no explanation, no further exploratory in regards to the Meridian Diadem, it's one and done, it's a dead issue, we're not addressing it no more, then to your point, yeah, we just got rid of it. For what, though? For what? What is it about T'Challa and Aurora being in the same comic book? You either A, can't write it, or B, won't write it. Because it's looking too damn obvious at this particular point in time that you have, what's the mandate? Them 2 characters can't interact? I ain't never seen that mandate for non-black characters. I ain't never see us go this hard to keep Ree and Sue separate. I ain't never see us go this hard to keep Bruce and Selena separate. I ain't never seen us go this hard to keep Peter and Mary Jane separate. We didn't even go this hard when Hank was putting hands on Janet. We ain't gonna know because Janet still went back to Hank. I don't understand this directive, what appears to be a clear directive from Marvel leadership. Those 2 characters need to have as little to no interaction as possible. Please explain that to me like I'm in the 3rd grade. Because it's not an accident. No, you're doing it on purpose. You're doing they on the same damn team. And it's not looking like T'Challa showing up in issue 24. But you don't want to make it about race though, right? Right, CB? Right, Tom? You don't want to have a conversation about race. You just want to be able to do everything that appears to be racist, but you don't want to be asked about it. Well, if you're not moving like that, you ain't got to worry about being asked no questions about it. Because I can ask the question right now. Aside from Aurora, and like I said, that is the blackest character Marvel has. Who else got their own solo run? Don't say Sam Wilson, Captain America. Folks need to understand, black folks never gave 2 damns about Sam being switched over to Captain America. We still don't give 2 damns about that. So when we say Aurora is the only black comic book you got, we're taking him and Blade into consideration. Blade is a vampire hero. No, we don't have somebody representing our ethnicity, our culture, other than Aurora, and it's kind of getting effed up because it's being conflicted with that X-Men stuff. I'm going to say it right here because I'm going to ask this question. How would we feel? You know what? Here we go. I do it like this. If T'Challa conducted himself the way Logan does, drinking pond water, sleeping with every female, every black female. Give me the white female character that the same folks were okay with Aurora smashing Logan. Give me the white female character that they would be comfortable with T'Challa smashing if he conducted himself like Logan. Then I'll raise you one even better. Give me the black male character that certain fans would be comfortable with the female white character sleeping with. Give me the white female character that those fans would be comfortable sleeping with the black male character. Put that in the comment section. I'll wait. I'll wait. They tried to replace Bill with his nephew Tom. It didn't work. No, it didn't work. Bill, thank you so much. Mr. Ray Smith, my elder, is in the building. And let me just go ahead and take a sidetrack to this. So we had a gentleman yesterday say something about weight. Now, I don't believe the young gentleman has answered the question and everything like that. But what is it about you as a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old feels okay telling somebody in their 50s and 60s to wait on something? Like, where do you get off doing that? And would you ever fix your mouth to tell your mama and daddy, your grandmama and your granddaddy, black person? I'm not talking about, because see, we two different cultures here. Would you ever fix your mouth as a black child or black grandchild to tell your black parents or black grandparents to wait on any damn thing? Because quite a few black folks, you literally be talking to folks old enough to be your mama, daddy, grandmama, granddaddy, in regards to waiting for a character that predates when you were born. Because how do you tell somebody that they should wait a few more years for a character that was created in 1966 to become live action again? They shouldn't have got live action in the 80s. That's how stupid you sound. That's how stupid you sound when you say it, because you just got here. So there couldn't have been no live action Black Panther in the 80s. What was the excuse in the 80s? Help me out. Why couldn't there be a live action Black Panther in the 80s? Why couldn't? Now, mind you, we got a live action Flash, and I ain't trying to be funny. If we're talking about special effects, I don't think you paying that much money for a live action Black Panther. But where was the live action Black Panther in the 90s? Since you want to keep telling folks to wait, this is for all of y'all that like to fix your mouth and say, wait, what was going on then? Because I don't want to act like that. How many Captain America movies did we have then? Wasn't The Incredible Hulk already a TV series? Didn't we get Thor live action? Didn't we get Spider-Man live action? Didn't we get Daredevil live action? Crazy, ain't none of them characters black. But why didn't we get T'Challa back then? Why? And I'm only talking to the young black folks that want to keep telling black folks to wait. Okay, well, this is when your black ass get to show me how smart you are. This when you get to show me how intelligent, what your IQ looking like. Because I'm trying to figure out what that sounds like. What's the young man name? I am the flow. You're a member of the FBA, right? Okay, well, I want to thank that foundational Black American. That's what you are, right? Okay. You look like you either in your late 30s I'm sorry, your late 20s or your early 30s. And your comment is, I'm gonna make sure, because I don't want to disrespect nobody. Andre Ware is talking to you. Shout out, big Andre. Andre wasn't even talking to you. That's the sad part. You come in, man, y'all got to be patient. It took them 5 years to cast Chad. No, it took them longer than that to bring T'Challa to the big screen. You see where you just went wrong? You talking about Chadwick. Chadwick been around here. Not as long as a character, but he been around here. So when you say we got to chill, we been chilling, young buck. We been chilling, Jit. We was chilling before you was born. We was chilling before your mama and daddy met. And that's just the damn truth of it. And that's way too much truth when it comes to quite a few so-called proud Black Americans. Whether you be a foundational Black American or not, you can still be stupid. You can still be stupid. So how long you want us to wait? Because see, honestly, we were waiting before 2018. And it had nothing to do with Chadwick Boseman. Hell, we were waiting before 2018 for Sam Wilson, and it had not a damn thing to do with Anthony Mackie. It did. We've been waiting since before what, 2015 for Luke Cage, and it had not a damn thing to do with Michael Coulter. No, we've been waiting. Your young ass just got here, and I don't know how you, as a young person, being raised by your mama and daddy, fix your mouth to ever tell your mama and daddy to wait on the damn thing. No, you better get your black ass up and go get it for me right now. Even if that's just changing the damn channel. That's right. Get up now. So how you fix your mouth? You feeling awfully damn enabled. Well, here's the thing. If you can be young, black, and stupid, if you can tell your elders to wait on something, and I said this before, I get pissed when y'all say wait, because I know Mr. Ray Smith and Grand Madam Tarot got me beat in age, and you're being awfully damn disrespectful to your elders. And I don't know when we got like that as a community, as a people, as a culture, as an ethnicity. You actually go to social media and fix your mouth to tell those you know, based on how they look, they're older than you, to wait on something that predates you. Damn. But you didn't answer, though, because I asked you a question. How old are you? It's quite a few young blacks saying the same damn thing. Wait. It's quite a few ignorant blacks saying the same damn thing. Wait. Here's the damnedest thing about it. When I say that, that tells me you don't know a damn thing, nor do you care about Black Panther. That tells me you don't know, nor do you care a damn thing about Chadwick Boseman, whom you keep saying we should wait on. That means you didn't know a damn thing about the dude when he was getting ready to leave here. That means you don't know what him having cancer put on his spirit. He knew that clock was ticking. But you want to speak so glowingly of Chadwick Boseman, but you can't be bothered to learn about Chadwick Boseman. You know more about a damn Snoop Dogg song, a Rick Ross damn song, a Soulja Boy damn song, a Fat Joe damn song, and a damn Nelly song than you know anything about Chadwick Boseman. And Marvel is using that to not only keep Black people divided, but keep your representation on the sideline. Because you can't be bothered to listen to those who came before you. You know what? It's quite a few of you young folks. Harriet Tubman would have wound up leaving right there on the damn plantation. Because she'd have tried to tell you something, you'd have checked out because she was a Black woman, and you'd have checked out because she was older than you. Meanwhile, you'd have been listening to the oppressor who would have kept you tending to them damn fields every day. Cover fake outs is exactly why I flipped through the comment pages before I buy. Yeah, why is Prodigy gay? He wasn't in the beginning, just like Bobby Drake. And I don't know who need to hear that. I don't know who, because he wasn't gay. I'm sorry, he wasn't. I know he might be fully claimed by the LGBTQ at this particular moment in time, but them turning Prodigy gay, them turning Bobby Drake gay wouldn't be no different than me turning Jean Barbier, North Star, heterosexual. It wouldn't be no different. It wouldn't be no different than me turning Io and Anika heterosexual. And I know better. I know better. Now, mind you, that was done. We know why it was done. It was done to make the LGBTQ feel involved, feel significant. But how significant do you feel if we just taking random characters and changing their sexual orientation? And would you be fine if you're okay with it? If you were okay with Bobby Drake having his sexual orientation change, if you were okay with Prodigy having his sexual orientation change, would you be okay with a character that's LGBTQ plus having their sexual orientation change? Here we go, Dreamer. Dreamer showed up on Supergirl as a transgender. That character was significant because of the demographic that she represents. Would you all of a sudden want us to change her demographic to that of a heterosexual woman? Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's why I'm able to say what I say and have a clean heart with it. Hickman took that football on his way to the Super Bowl. Editorial replaced him and couldn't make the playoff. There it is. Ray Smith, he started in New X-Men, disappeared for years later, joined the Young Avengers and was introduced. Yeah, I am a writer. Yes, you are, Mr. Smith. Scotty Hawk, what's going on? Why did they give Power Man name to that bit at that? Jermaine, probably because Luke Cage wasn't using it. Why give him a name just for him not to use it? Oh, they did that with Bucky, right? Just gave him the White Wolf. What did he do that was White Wolf-ish? I'm just saying, I don't want nobody thinking there's somebody that ain't on duty, and I don't want anybody thinking that we don't read comics, because folks love to go to comment section and say stuff. Okay, well, you watch this damn video. Prove to me that I don't read comics. Because no, I'm looking at it for what it is. Because as my brother D Real said, I'm finna pull back my footprints. Like, I'm not collecting the next issue of Avengers West Coast. What for? I will stop it just like I stopped NYX. Then you only got me for Avengers, Blade, and Storm. That would be the only 3 titles I will be collecting. And it will be for the obvious reason, the representation of the Black characters that's in those comics. But with that being said, you go to misrepresenting these characters in these comics like you did with NYX, or give me a half-ass job like you did with West Coast Avengers, Night Thrasher, or Luke Cage Gang War. I'm not buying that. Money don't grow on trees. I'm not doing that. And then considering the fact I got each and every last one of them action figures in the house, I could take some pictures and tell a better story my damn self. I'm not going to do that. Jermaine, he's no longer Power Man. I agree. He should have kept it. Because we just don't call him that. That's still his stuff, though. Y'all don't call me Gerald. That's still there. Some of y'all don't even say Theo. Y'all say Grio. Okay, well, that's still there. Some of y'all don't say Grio. Y'all say Theo. But that's still there. Man, stop taking our stuff and giving it to folks randomly. I don't want that. I know my question was why he should have still called it. He gave it back, but Marvel hasn't given it back to Luke yet. Hence, yeah, they need to give it back. Stop tripping. You got cloaking that man. You got cloaking. You got Cloak and Gagger Clown. You know what? Because I can't. I'm gonna say you missed something because I ain't getting no Cloak. I don't know. They say Cloak was, once again, I read it. You giving me the Blood Hunters. Cloak is at the house sick, but you got Dagger showing up all over the damn place. Like, it ain't just we just, because I don't want nobody thinking it's just about, oh, we ain't got no non-viable black male X-Men. No, you acting like you ain't got no non-viable black male character. Low key, you acting like you ain't got no viable black characters, period. Where's Monet at? Where's Monet? Oh, I can only get her in, what is it? Not Avengers Assemble. That Avengers run she did with the X-Men and everything like that, Astonishing Avengers, where she running behind Pietro. That's what Shout out to Dr. Eve Ewing for putting Monet in her comic book. As a matter of fact, let me do this because I shout out to the gentleman that left the comment on the video that I did in regards to Aurora having vibranium armor. I think he sums it up nicely, and I just want to read his comment if I can get to the comment. Here we go. Because he summed it up nicely. I want to thank all of y'all that be writing and everything like that, leaving your comments. You don't have to do that. I try my best to respond. I try my best to respond to every comment that you do. This comes from East Bay Jada. It's 6 hours ago. I've noticed that many modern Black writers treat Wakanda. Give me 1 second. I've noticed that many modern Black writers treat Wakanda as their personal sandbox while ignoring or outright disrespecting T'Challa. This we go to S. Jadis when he says T'Challa has to always, not just S. Jadis, quite a few of us feel like whenever we get a T'Challa solo book, he got to share the stage with everybody in Wakanda. To a much lesser degree, I think even Eve Ewing used her opportunity to write T'Challa as a vehicle to launch her original character, Besa. I know you're fond of her run, but I found it rather milquetoast. That's fair. I was fond of her run. I am fond of her run because I saw her doing, by and large, what other folks had did. Now, in regards to Besa, I understand that because that's a trend. That is a trend. We do know that folks found themselves concerned about the interaction between Besa and T'Challa for no reason whatsoever. But that's, like I said, that's a fair assessment. He continues here. Cheryl Eaton seems like the only Black writer who genuinely enjoys writing T'Challa and doesn't feel the need to humble or deconstruct him for being hyper competent, unlike Ta-Nehisi Coates of Voldemort. Well, we know who Voldemort is. If they're not going to give Miss Eaton Black Panther Volume 10, then C.B. Cebulski and Will Moss need to stop blocking and hand the reins over to Jonathan Hickman. He revitalized the franchise. Once again, this comes from at East Bay Jada. 6 hours ago, this was left on the vibranium armor video that I did in regards to Aurora. Well thought out comment. Well thought out comment. It's not like you can say he overthought it. No, well thought out comment. If you take a look at, like I said, in regards to Dr. Eve Ewing's run, yes, I did like it. I did like it. Kibisu Ma, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but I got to give you points for introducing original characters. Well, if I'm going to acknowledge that she created Besa, then I got to acknowledge that she also gave us Mteli, right? I got to acknowledge that she gave us Ndozi, right? First leader of the Hatu-Traze. And then I also have to acknowledge that she gave us Kadisi Ma. Okay, well, if I'm mad about one thing, which I'm not, Besa, well, it's three other things over there to offset it, which fall into Black Panther lore, play a significant role in Wakandan lore. So that's why, no differently than how I feel about what Cheryl Lynn Eaton did in regards to the formation of the 5 tribes, what she did in regards to Anuke, what she did in regards to giving us the Ta, Koku, Gekre, Khonshu. We've never seen those deities be active before. Never. And she gave us that. So that's, like I said, that's just my opinion. It's not me going back and forth debating with anybody. I'm just telling you what I appreciate it, why I'm fond of it. Why I'm fond of it. But I'm able to sit there and say, yeah, she did introduce her character. Now, mind you, the story in regard to Besa is not complete. We didn't see, Besa is a transgender, right? Female. who's in love with a female. By and large, we didn't get to see their relationship, the reconnection play out and everything like that. Don't know if we needed to, but when Besa pops back up in Miles Morales, Spider-Man, thank you so much, Cody Ziegler. See what we got going on? You brought it back. And not only did Cody Ziegler acknowledge Besa and T'Challa knew each other, well, Besa had to pay T'Challa the favor back. That was a favor she paid him back. He also played up the relationship between Nyobi, Shangarmeyer's son, and T'Challa. That's what we're not getting. That's what we're not getting. Now, I would love it if writers could learn to appreciate, black writers especially when dealing with black characters, if they could learn to appreciate what others did before them. To his point, Isibe, JR come in and tear down what Ta-Nehisi Coates left. For what reason? That's a black writer. Now, I get it if CB Cebulski confused, but you should just basically ask what their intentions are for them characters. And if you wouldn't want nobody doing it to a character you care about, then you shouldn't let them do it to a character that you don't know a damn thing about. That's what that should be. Equal energy. I don't know how he sat up there and said, well, okay, Ta-Nehisi Coates left him as an intergalactic emperor. Not only did he do that, he had him being looked at as that dude by every black superhero. Let's not forget, you can feel how you want to feel in regards to the first 25 issue run by Ta-Nehisi Coates, but by the second 25 issue run, damn near every black superhero was united, looked up to T'Challa. John Ridley comes in, and I'm saying this as the same dude who did that Esquire hit piece on black folks, which is the same magazine Anthony Mackie went to go run into to get hype for his movie. The worst thing you could have did, in my opinion, was go run into the same magazine that Jonathan Ridley did that hit piece in, because you looking way too familiar for me. As in, you come across more like John Ridley than who you supposed to be. So it is what it is. But when you look at stuff like that, where is it in regards to our characters? Where there's no way CB Cebulski don't know. Whether or not he cares, I think that's apparent. Because actions show exactly how you feel about something. But there's no such thing as folks don't know what's going on. There's no way in the world you go to work every day and you know damn good and well that's what that is. No, you don't care. Well, I'm telling you, I will be making a phone call to my comic book store tomorrow. There will be no more West Coast Avengers. I can't help you with that. What you will have, you got me Brian Hill, you got me Storm, you got the Avengers. You be like, with Theo, what about Miles? Miles is not my guy. That ain't my fight. And if truth be told, folks can feel how they want to feel. While you portray Miles one way, you want to tell me he Afro-Latino, how do you actually portray Miles? You portray Miles as being straight Afro. You ain't even giving him that respect on his Latino side. So that was just a box where that was just a character where you could check more than one box. That's all that is. That's all that is. Keep up with these notes. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Since the 90s, it's been Cage or Luke Cage title book. Yeah. They decided to kill him off within minutes. Yeah. Fun fact, Marvel Comics were around decades before Marvel Studio. Absolutely. Say that again, because we act like Marvel just got here. DC has more black superheroes than Marvel. DC has Milestone. Yep. And speaking of Milestone, thank you so much for that, Miss May Kent. Listen, when Icon get here, Icon going up on the shelf. And Icon, the question I have for myself is he coming out the box or staying out the box? But when Icon get here, Icon going straight on the shelf, no different on the shelf. No differently than Jon Stewart. When Jon Stewart get here, the only question is Jon going up in the box or is Jon going? Listen, I can't wait. Me having Icon is gonna make me want to go get Static, and I got to be careful because if I go get Static, then I'm gonna ask some questions like, "Where's Rocket?" I'm gonna be mad about that because I'm like, "Where's Rocket? I need Rocket." Then I'm like, "Where's Vixen?" Because if I got Jon Stewart, why I ain't got Vixen? And I'm gonna start looking at Todd McFarlane. Todd, I don't want to look at you like that, but you gave me Icon, so we got to make it do to do. And DC don't know what they're doing with Mildstorm or Wildstorm. Maybe Gunn will force them to change things if it's Superman. I got asked that question today. In regards to do I think we will ever get a Superman movie where we got Icon, Kal-El, Kal-El, and Val? Well, no, I don't think we'll ever get a comic book like that. And what makes me go back to it is I remember reading the Justice League run when Dwayne McDuffie took over for a little bit. They had the Shadow Cabinet there. The Shadow Cabinet met the Justice League. And Icon and Clark, Icon and Superman, they act like they were fighting. They act like they were fighting. And the way they played it off is Icon is weaker than Superman. It's Theo. No, that's where they played it off. They played because Icon hit Clark. He hit Superman. He went flying out the Justice League Watchtower. He came back. They were sitting there chopping up the Bobo. And Clark was like, "You think they bought it?" And Icon like, "I hope so." He's like, "Man, your chin hurt. My hand hurt." And so they was playing it like, and I think they don't know how to do it because Icon is an allegory for Superman. And there's going to be this thing who's stronger. And I don't think folks' ego allows it to be where both characters are on the same level. I don't think people's ego, I think folks' ego is too fragile to say where Icon is just as powerful as Superman. I think the ego is too fragile for that. No differently than I think the ego is too fragile. When Kevin Grivio said that folks ask him all the time, is Adam Brashear strong enough? Well, when you know who Adam Brashear is, you know what Adam Brashear is capable of. Now, whether or not Adam Brashear is ever going to be written like that, especially when you got him facing off against a popular non-black character. So that's why I say I don't, because somebody gonna be mad, and you got to have courage and conviction to do that, because it's gonna be said, "Oh, that's just a black version of Superman." Your mindset would have to be, you don't care. You're gonna have folks writing in, doing emails and everything like that, stuff on social media. Why they got to be a black Superman? Why he got to be able to do Superman stuff? You're gonna have folks show, and you got to be that person that just don't care. If your ego ain't strong enough to do it, no, you'll never do no movie like it. You'll never do no movie like it. If your ego ain't strong. Now, speaking of Luke Cage, I'm looking forward to his Ultimate's appearance next issue. Yep, I am too. So am I, Edge at it. I think Monet cameo in Uncanny X-Men getting arrested. Yeah. DC was working on a Black Superman movie. Ta-Nehisi Coates was working on the script. I would like DC check. Yeah, that's what I was asking for. I was like, don't give us this. Don't give us a Black Clark Kent. Because you got too many black versions of Superman already. Give us an original story featuring one of those characters that nobody has ever seen or heard of before. Tell a great story. Get a charming actor. Does not have to be well known, but somebody that can bring that character to the big screen. I'm with you, Ms. Kemp. Dislike heavy focus on Wakanda at the expense of his main character. Spinoff books are fine. I don't need it in the main book. No, not at all. Not at all. And it's one of those things where I don't know how it's being done from a business standpoint. And that's why I'm throwing a flag on the play. I got the #1 black comic book character in the world. And I know it. Like, I got that. That's like having, I'm sorry, y'all forgive me. I'm finna put it like this. That's like having a quarterback sitting on the bench that's as smart as Peyton Manning, as daring as Tom Brady, and as athletic as Michael Vick. And I ain't got him on the field. Why don't I have him on the field? He know the playbook. Like, there's not, why ain't he on the field? All the fans love it. All the fans love it. They sitting up there cheering. Why he ain't on the field? He got jerseys selling out. The dude don't even start, and he got fans in the stands wearing his damn jersey. So I know I got money coming in. Why I ain't starting him? I can't explain that. That boy, look, no, I'm not even finna do that. I'm not even finna do that. And that's why I said you're gonna fall in one or two groups on this live. One or two groups. You're not gonna be able to say what I'm saying ain't true. You either give a damn or you don't. You either want to see certain characters flourish or you want to see the same characters flourish. You either gonna say, yeah, they could be doing more with the black characters, or you gonna say, I don't give a damn about them black characters. This either gonna be a video that makes sense to you, or you gonna just reduce it to a woke video. It's either one of the two. It's either one of the two. But you can't sit up here and say he wrong. You read Captain America, Sam Wilson. How much interaction you saw between him and Misty? Okay, you read Captain America, Sam Wilson, Americas. Did we not go above and beyond to kind of ethnicize that comic book a little bit? Americas. James Rose was in that comic book. What for? He ain't do nothing. You just got Isaiah sitting there looking stupid. Okay, so you mean to tell me with Wakanda being right there, Isaiah's legacy in Marvel comic book canon being what it is, you mean to tell me T'Challa ain't felt one time the need to assist this dude? And even with the opportunity being what it is, where T'Challa could interact with Isaiah right there in issue 1 and say, you know what, I believe Wakandan science could help him. None of that. We just need to see Buddy looking like that's what's that for? He ain't been the same. Well, you know, and Sam got to point it out. He was the first black Captain America. He got arrested. He didn't get. So you finna tell me what's wrong with him but not fix it? Mind you, he ain't got to be like this. And you, okay. Can I vent about Cap 4 real quick so Wakanda get this? No, nope. Because you missed the video. You should have came on the other video. We already talked about that. we already talked about that. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what video we talked about it on. You gonna leave all the comments you want right there in that video. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we did the video. We said open mouth, insert foot. Mackie taints Captain America. Yeah, that was 5 days ago. Example, Dick, Barbara, other Gotham characters get separate books. They aren't heavy. No, at all. At all. Dick got a whole new town over there called Bloodhaven. Had never heard of Bloodhaven till Dick moved over there. But you got character development with Dick, right? Who is Dick? Nightwing. When did Dick go back and put on a Batman costume? When Bruce was missing. Who else is Dick been? Oh, agent such and such and so and so. But we're developing Dick Richard Grayson as Nightwing. When was the last time we bothered developing Shorty outside of Black Panther? Mind you, I don't want folks acting like that, because you know when they say the whole mantle thing, well, should he be okay? Well, Tim Drake been Batman. Tim Drake been Batman. You know who he is right now? Robin. Jason Todd has been Batman. You know who he is right now? Red Hood. Yeah, they're not trying to develop, they're not trying to revisit Tim Drake as being Batman. No, they're furthering his story as Robin. And they did the same damn thing to him that they did to Bobby Drake, that they did to Prodigy. Dude come in the comics straight up heterosexual. I want to say Tim was a heterosexual for 10 years. Then could we not create a new character? Because Robins, we can get Robins off the tree. Robins come a dime a dozen. We could have created a brand new Robin, member of the LGBTQ plus. Did we do that? No. We turned the established heterosexual character gay. I know we can never do that with an established gay character, and you know it too. They wouldn't put up with it. Well, if you're not gonna put up with it over there, then you shouldn't be okay with it over here. As far as I'm concerned, Bobby Drake is still heterosexual. As far as I'm concerned, Prodigy is still heterosexual. And as far as I'm concerned, Tim Drake is still heterosexual. No differently than as far as I'm concerned, Jean-Claude Barbier is still gay. No differently than as far as I'm concerned, Taku and Horatio Walters are still gay. No differently than as far as I'm concerned, Anika and Ayo are still gay. You see how I keep that consistency right there? If you came in gay, you still gay. You came in heterosexual, you still heterosexual. I don't do the pandering. I don't believe in that. But then again, as a group, neither should you. As an individual, neither should you. Dick, Babs, etc. They don't show up in his areas of expertise or talk. Nope, they don't. Nope, not at all. Hello, Steve. Yeah, they downplay a lot of characters being strong. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said I don't think they would ever do that movie like that. Superman is like Vin Diesel or The Rock. No loss in his movies unless it's to Batman. Yep. Besides them green rocks, easiest way to stop Supes' magic or take him out of solar system via portal. Yeah. Always said they love the idea of Wakanda without T'Challa. And they proved that right ever since the first movie, huh? Yep. I know Firestorm can easily create kryptonite. Yeah. Sam Wilson has the same issue as Black Panther book. Way too many other black characters taking up limited panel time. It's a minute you got to hit the ground running. Listen, they had so many folks show up at the backyard barbecue, and I'm like, this is Sam book, ain't it? Like, if you got to put all, if you feel compelled to put all or a bunch of black superheroes in a black superhero solo book, you telling on yourself. You feel, watch this, you felt forced to put them in that comic book because you know damn good and well we don't see them like that. You telling on yourself. You telling on yourself. That is what I like. Storm and Blade, keep the focus tight on the MC. Yeah. So what did I want us to take away from this video today? Basically, I didn't even want to throw a flag on the place. I really wanted to say, as Cat Williams say, you know we can see you, right? Like, I know you know me, see you. I know you know I see you, see me, seeing you. And it don't look good. And from somebody that's just as intelligent as you are, and I'm talking about the editors, I'm talking about the writers, that's a bunch of crap. No, it ain't that you don't see no viability in just black male X-Men. You've been showing your ass in regards to black characters, point blank, period. Point blank, period. And I'm so sorry. I apologize and everything like that. Like I said, these characters, while they do represent countries and everything like that, these black characters, no, they American. They were made by Americans. The perception of them is American. And the ones that's going to want to take advantage of them are Americans. The ones that are protective of their imagery are American. You're not going to know it if you don't kick the bobo with an American. Because I'm going to tell you, there's really nothing an X-Men fan can say to me about morality when I look at how, let me do it right here. You can't say anything to me about how you want characters treated when I look at how Scott Summers got treated. Scott Summers got cupped. And I ain't never heard a X-Men fan, whether they look like Scott Summers or not, come to his defense in regards to that. That dude got cupped. He didn't have an issue. He didn't care for Logan. Logan came in off the rip. Dirt old. While we want to talk about how old Adam Brashear is in regards to Monica Rambeau, Logan came in, and if you're looking at Jean, back then, Jean was in her early 20s. Logan come in old as dirt, wanting some of the cookie. Scott and Jean damn near the same age. Damn near the same age. And Scott got written like trash for Logan. Jean, who had the longest crush on Scott for the longest time, being a pubescent 20-year-old, gave it up to Logan. Been giving it up to Logan. And during that Krakoa era, don't ever, if you're an X-Men fan, think you can say anything morally right or from a moral superior point to a Black Panther fan. I know, you know, Logan, Jean, and Scott were all smashing. You know that tree house. You know Jean's room was in between Scott and Logan's. So when it comes to the morality of X-Men fans, y'all filthy. Y'all don't give a damn. Y'all hoish with it. Y'all don't give a damn about significant relationship. No, you don't. You want anybody to get some, and that's how them characters been written. Because I read comics. Well, I'm a Scott fan. I ain't never gave two damns about Logan like that. I feel like every time Scott see Logan, it should be on sight. I feel like that if, unless somebody wants to retcon it, damn that story that y'all just put out there right now in regards to folks telling Scott, I'm going to say Scott telling folks that a Jean would run the fade. If I was Scott, no differently than we sit up here and say T'Challa should not have a damn thing to do with Aurora, Scott shouldn't have a damn thing to do with Jean. Soon as she gave it up to Logan, he should have pieced out. But now what you finna say now? What you finna say now? Because Jean cheated on him before he got with old girl, her twin. So what we finna say now? Because see, that's a white character. It differently when I talk about a white character, don't. And I'm not talking to Black Panther fans when I say that. No, I'm talking about all the other folks that's gonna have something crazy to say. Yeah, you ain't think I knew that much about Scott, did you? You ain't think it's possible for somebody that don't look like Scott to give two damns about Scott, do you? Because you're not capable of giving two damns about a black character. See that? See, I did that. I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. So in regards to the question about Scott Summers, I'm a Scott Summers fan. He should have left Jean alone a long time ago. Matter of fact, truth be told, I was a fan when he got with Emma. I was, because while we want to say Aurora, I mean say not Aurora, while we want to say Jean is nice, Jean don't look like Emma. And Emma fiercely loyal. She is, because who has Emma messed with outside of Scott? When her and Scott was kicking the bobo, was she checking for Logan? Nope. Could anybody say anything to Emma in regards to Scott? Nope. No. No. You know that. Well, don't nobody need to ask me. It's Emma. Cornelius say Emma got agile. I'm just saying now. I don't remember the romance from old school X-Men stuff. I'm curious, did the cucking start? And it started damn near as soon as Logan brought his ass over there to the damn X-Men. It started damn near after Giant Size X-Men 1. It did. Because he come in hot. Scott like, yo, whoa, what's going on? Oh, Jean acting like she can't say, oh, whoa. And see, folks not going to tell you, oh, no. I'll break it down for you like this. They were kids when Professor Xavier first got them. They were wearing them blue and yellow costumes. Okay, let's say they graduated high school. Okay, well, that would make them 18 when he gave them their individual costumes. He said, y'all didn't graduate. Okay, well, shortly after that, they were getting jacked up by Krakoa. Oh, damn. Okay, well, who was all over there in Krakoa? Right. Jean was barely in her damn 20 when Logan brought his rusty, dusty, crusty ass over there talking about let me get with him. And if we finna sit up here and justify Adam Brashear not being with Monica Rambeau, we ain't never had that energy over here. Oh, hell, Professor Xavier wanted the cookies from Jean, but at least he was like, you know what? And I can't even say that. The only reason why he didn't attempt to get the cookies because he was in a wheelchair. X-Men fans are the epitome of weird. Want to tell folks stuff like they the only ones read them damn comic book. Oh, no. You can't talk to me like that. I keep up with them damn comic books. Y'all, what did I say? What's the word that I'm looking for? Hedonism. Yeah, that's what X-Men fans are about. Hedonism. They can say whatever they want to. They don't mind. They don't mind Rose sleeping with Eric. They don't mind Rose sleeping with Gambit. As a matter of fact, they wouldn't mind Rose going back and forth. So I really like Ruby Summers as a character. Yeah, I most remember the romance from 1610 Ultimate, and yeah, Logan was moving like Deathstroke certified PDF, and Jean was, so he been moving like that. So it's one of the things where I don't want folks thinking that I come from a place of I only care about Black characters. I am sensitive to that, but I'm also knowledgeable, and I do care about other characters. In regards to Black characters, no Tom, no CB, you're not acting like you give a damn. As a matter of fact, you're moving like you work for Donald Trump. You moving like you got the DEI order way before he said anything. And the way y'all moving is to basically, let's dumb down the knowledge of Black characters. Let's dumb down the representation of Black characters. Because like I said, you can't explain to me, you can't explain to anybody whether they give two damns about T'Challa or not. You can't explain why the #1 Black comic book character, say it with your chest, you can't explain to anybody why the #1 Black comic, not in 2025, you couldn't do it in 2024, but that's money maker. You can't explain to anybody that love making money, why the #1 Black comic book character that's guaranteed to make you money is sitting in the damn dugout. You can't explain that to nobody. And I'm not accepting no bullshit excuses, excuse my language, but you two dudes need to bring y'all asses to the carpet and answer some serious ass questions. If not tomorrow, damn the day after that. Because the arrogancy has got to stop. The arrogancy, how can I put it? The fake ass statements. Y'all need folks standing in front of y'all that don't mind asking y'all tough ass questions, and not folks that's just happy for y'all to be there. Because what y'all doing in regards to Black characters, that's been dumb as hell forever. It's just, I wasn't around back then. But Black comic book fans got a voice. And I ain't the only one. Black comic book fans got a voice, just like we got Black comic book history, just like we got comic book history. We got a voice. So all that BS, when you get to talk to your homeboys and everything, offering up them lame ass excuses, you're gonna F around and find yourself in front of somebody Black that don't mind, or somebody that look like you don't mind, gonna jam your ass up with them questions and ain't gonna take none of them BS answers. Cause CB, Will Moss, non-viable, it's Sunday, but I'm just gonna say it like this. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit. Like my brother Daryl said, I'm gonna pull back my footprints in regards to Marvel, but don't F around and I can't come back. Don't get me used to enjoying Black independent comics from independent comic book companies. Don't get me used to that. Don't get me used to effing around with DC. Don't get me used to that, because on God, I don't need you for T'Challa. And that's the thing. You think folks need you for T'Challa? We don't. We know his history better than you do, and we care about it more than you do. We don't need you for that. It's up to you how much you feel like you need us. I like Aurora. I ain't got to read one damn Storm comic book. I ain't got to put that money in your pocket. Neither do quite a few of us, because we got Aurora action figures at our home. We got enough X-Men comic books where she was getting treated with respect at home. We don't need it. We're doing you a favor. In regards to them Avenger comic books, we got Avenger stories at the house where T'Challa is featured. We don't need this, what you got going on. We don't. We're doing you a favor. A solid, if you will. No differently than we're doing you a solid with Blade Red Band. Honestly, truth be told, I could be good with Brian Hill's first Blade run. I ain't got to fraternize with this. Then I got Blade at the house. Bloodline at the house. Damn near every character you got, I got at the house, which means I ain't pressed to spend money on you like that. And as Mr. Smith said, I'm a writer as well. So T'Challa lives beyond more. Absolutely. Theo B, you're right. X-Men fans, yeah. I don't want them to think they can't even act like they're not even. Like, you can't say that. I read that damn comic book where Logan and Scott popping open a beer can, looking at each other's eyes. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. It's just like Scott. So Scott, you done gave up. So he hitting Gene, he might as well hit you too. No, bro. No. You ain't ever supposed to be cool with that dude. Not at all. No, you ain't trying to holler at my woman. And we go from you trying to holler at my woman and now you hollering at me too. No, we ain't doing that. No, something about that, something about that. Just ain't, listen, it ain't right. Listen, we out. We out. But what I will say is this though. mheroes at marvel.com. Okay to print. Let them know how you feel in regards to black representation. Let them know how you feel in regards to their black representation, their black imagery, their black love, their black loyalty. Let them know. And let it be known. Hiring black writers, that don't move the needle, because if the black writer don't give two damn about the black character, all you did was hire a black writer. That's all you did. Let them know. Let them know. And this ain't no matter of, it's not a matter of complaining, because some folks will be like, man, you complaining. No, this is I see you. This is a public service announcement. I see you. I see you. I see how you moving. So let Marvel know. Let Tom Brevoort know how you see. That's how you feel. Let him know. Let Will Moss know. Hey man, what's good? Let Jed McKay know. Let them all know, because they swear we don't read. They swear we don't read, and I know better. As my brother Daryl said the other day, you can't say we don't care. Because when Dr. Eve Ewing was writing Black Panther, the Rock With Me Nation was all over the damn letter page. And that's the other thing that pisses me off about you, C.B. Cebulski. You're the editor-in-chief. You asked for folks to write in. You did. You and Dr. Eve Ewing. And because of the love and admiration that folks had for that character, they wrote in. You gave them their ass to kiss. That's what you did, CB. That's what you did. You gave Black Panther fans whom you asked to write in, you gave them your ass to kiss, and you still been doing it. I look at, if you go look at Dr. Eve Ewing's run. You a member of the Rock With Me Nation. You rock with the Rock With Me Nation. You familiar with members of the Rock With Me Nation. You're going to see quite a few of us in that damn comic book wishing her well. Letting it be known how much we care about the character. Offering up advice, ideas. Mr. Smith offered up a great advice. Because by and large, we still don't know how Cardiac got vibranium weaving under his damn skin. A story that ain't been told. So you can't say we not in. You can't say we not active. What you can say is you don't give two damns. Prove me wrong. Because when I think about C.B. Cebulski, that's not an African name. It's either Polish or it's Italian. Prove me wrong. Show me that you give a damn about my people like you want my people to give a damn about your people. You say it ain't no viable black male mutant. Well, Tom, show me different, Tom. Don't just run your damn mouth on stage when the opportunity. No, show me some action. Show me you about changing culture. You either gonna change the culture or you gonna enable the culture. That's it. I'm out. Thank y'all so much for picking up what I was putting down. Manifold going series needs to happen. Hey, Cheryl Lynn needs to write the next Black Panther. I think so. I think so. But here we go. Here we go, Jarence. I got Manifold at the house. I don't need Manifold. I got Manifold at the house. I got Sync at the house. I got Prodigy at the house. In essence, I don't need you to tell them damn stories. Amazing. You don't want me to learn how to do stop motion, do you? Because if I learn how to do stop motion, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, thank y'all so much for pulling up, man. This has been a blast. Stay true to who you are. Know who you are. Know you deserve what the next man is getting. Know you deserve what the last man got, last woman, next woman got. You don't deserve any less than. If they don't know how to treat you, show them better than you can tell them. Till then, till next time, I'm going to come back and be doing some comic book content with y'all later on. Make sure you got your notifications on. This has been a blast. Make sure you are subscribed. You could think you subscribed, but might not be because YouTube pulled stuff back and everything. So just verify that you subscribe to the channel. If you have ideas for other content you would like me to consume and then regurgitate to the demographic, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that. Until then, check out Grandmadam Tarot. She got live videos over there. Check out my brother D Real. He got videos over there and everything like that. Make sure you got your notifications on because tomorrow, tomorrow might be one of the days. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. In memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Till next time, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.